The forest beside my lakefront cabin had stood untouched for 180 years, an old-growth sanctuary filled with towering pines, moss-covered trails, and wildlife that had made it their home long before the HOA ever existed. I inherited the land from my grandfather, who made sure to keep it protected under a conservation easement that legally prohibited any form of development. But the HOA, recently expanding its reach and drunk on power, decided my private forest was neglected community space and began pressuring me to clear trees, allow access for walking trails, and even approve a proposed gazebo for neighborhood enjoyment. I politely reminded them that my land was never part of the HOA, but they refused to listen. Instead, they filed a complaint with the county and even called the cops, claiming I was in violation of community standards. When law enforcement showed up and saw my deed, legal survey, and conservation documents, they realized the HOA had no jurisdiction, but the board wasn't done. They escalated the matter to court, trying to argue that my forest posed a fire hazard and that it should be annexed into the HOA's authority. That's when I brought out the heavy artillery, the easement, state-level environmental protections, and written testimony from local historians about the forest's significance. The judge didn't just rule in my favor. He slapped the HOA with a permanent legal ban from making any future claims or complaints about the property. It a protected private sanctuary immune from HOA interference for life. The ruling went public, and now every HOA in the county has a warning posted in their bylaws about crossing the line with private land. Karen, the president of the HOA, had to resign in disgrace, and the board issued a formal apology. My forest still stands strong, untouched, and peaceful, and now even more protected than before, a living monument to what happens when you fight back with truth, law, and generations of respect for nature.